we come just to see shows and everything. And my friend said, I have a package to give to somebody here. So I told him, you know, and this package changed my life. I could tell, I never tell it to Ethan. So he said, I want to send it by mail. They asked me to send it by mail. We came with all the suitcase, and we come to the mail, and the mail office was just closed. So he took the things. Next day we're going and we're doing a visit in all the gallery, and we're near the not the Dia Foundation, we're near the Drawing Center in New York, in Worcester Street. And he told me, you know, this package, it's for a place above, I just see it, he took it with him, above this drawing center. I said, come on, Ethan, you're crazy? You cannot go and knock the door of somebody. He said, why not? We were supposed to send it. I'll go. And he was a chutzpah, like Israeli. He took the package, we went, we go to the door, he knocked on the door, and that's a beautiful French woman, and I'm going inside, and he said, we brought you, she was very nice, come inside, bring you drinks, and I see on the wall, Picasso, Jasper Johns, Francis Bacon. I said to Doron, what is this in the envelope you bring? He said, it's an artist that in Israel they want to show him. She's opening a gallery, and it's just the beginning of the story. It's phenomenal what's happened. So she took the thing, she says, thank you very much. We talk a little bit, and then before we leave, he had a catalog of mine from the show in Germany. That was my first show abroad from Israel, and he gave it to her. And she, in the first place, she didn't want to take the catalog. She insisted, and he was so insist. He gave her the catalog, and then she looked on the catalog again and again. She closed it again and again. I will never forget that moment. And she said, okay, leave me these things. Where are you living? We said we're living in YMCA in hotel. And I call you tomorrow and I'll tell you what I think. So we went. In the morning, the next day at 8 o'clock, she called. And the phone was not in the room, you know, in YMCA. It was downstairs. They call us. And I'm sitting like that with him. And she said, you know, we didn't really like the package that you brought from Israel. Thank you so much. You can come and pick it up. But we really like your friend, and maybe you represent him. And I saw him on his face. He said, Yigal, you don't believe. They like your work. She make us an appointment. That's the beginning of the whole journey. She invited us to the gallery. We came after 2 hours. And it was a rainy day. I will never forget that. And she looked and she said, you know, we love your work. Your work, this catalog is amazing. She asked about the show. And she told me, come with me. So we went to Broadway near the new museum. It's a real story. And she showed us the gallery. The gallery was in 2 blocks, tall gallery, 20 feet high. There was a show, it was a group show of Gerhard Richter and a lot of other artists. And we asked her, what is that? She said, we are a gallery, we are a French gallery that's supported by a company that's called Peugeot. And she said to me, listen, I would love to show you, but I need to see the real works. But the real works is in Israel. I just was 2 days in New York. She said, come now. We're sitting, she ordered me a tickets online. She said, you're going tomorrow to Israel, you bring the works with you. I was shocked. My friend told me, Yigal, you have to do it. This is your chance. I went back to Israel. I brought all the rolls with me, and she said to me, I came after 3 or 4 days, and she said, go to the back room, you need any help? I said, no. I hang, the works was like 5 or 6 foot on paper. I will never forget that. And she told me, put it and call me. And then she come with the old man like that. And I didn't know so well English. And he told her, what do you wait? I remember the sentence he said. what are you waiting for? You have a gold in your hand. Take it. That was the story. And then she called me and she said, you go home and in 6 months you have a one-man show in Broadway. First time for a package that we brought. And that's the point. We came back, I done the show, the opening night. And then 1 week after the opening, I'm sitting on the gallery, and a big guy come inside to the gallery, and I see the woman on the counter was like red and like doesn't know what to do, and she called to Sylvie, the owner of the gallery, and she came and she asked him, who is this artist? She said, he's Israeli artist. He's here. She called me fast, and first question I remember he asked me, it was only 5 minutes, the whole story. He asked me, in Israel people paint? And I said to him, what do you think? We living on the trees? I answered him. And he said, you are such a talented artist. I'm buying the whole show. He took a check. He writes $35,000. She was shocking. And he left. All of us 5 minutes on the watch. And she goes and she said, Yigal, you don't understand what's happening right now. You don't understand what's happening right now. And I didn't know. It took me like 10 minutes that she could talk. And she got to the computer and she opened the computer. And she said, look at that. This guy that was there, it was called Bo Helverad, a Swedish guy, that fight with the Japanese, in the auction in Sotheby 3 days ago. He bought Jasper Jones in 17.1 million, the highest price for a flag ever for Jasper Jones. He just bought all your show. He fight against a Japanese company that didn't have the money. They put 21, they could not put the money. He bought it. He was the second bidder, for one of the first time in things. And she told me, Yigal, now go home, bring all your family. I organize for you home. I organize you be the artist in the gallery. And they were a very, very successful gallery. That was my beginning in New York.